What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Detroit Basketball. As y'all know, I'm your guy, Peeweedaplug, 1/4 through the wire, number one Knicks fan in the world, aka Mr. Know-It-All, and we back with episode 4 of the Detroit Pistons rebuild. Shout out to y'all for being patient. I know it's been a minute. We had some hiccups. I've been working on a lot of different things. The NBA is back, but finally, here we are. Shout out to my Detroit Pistons fans, too. They've been hitting me up, giving me a lot of love and praise for working with their team and whatnot. But forget all that. Let's get right to it because it's been a while. So as y'all know, episode 4 was recorded and got messed up. Whatever, no need to speak on that. So I got to catch y'all up on a lot of different things. As y'all can see, we all the way in March 1st of 2022. So there's some things y'all need to be caught up on. And we'll just go to the roster to do that. Killian Hayes, he's having a much better sophomore season. As y'all can see, he's giving us 20 and 7. He's shooting the ball pretty solid. Can't complain there. But the only thing I will say about Killian Hayes, since we're talking about him, is he's been so far through the sim the guy who's kind of been nicked up the most. So he doesn't have any extreme injuries, but he always has like a sprained ankle or, like you can see, back spasms where he's day to day. Never missed too much time, like a week or two at the most, but it's kind of constant where he's missing, you know, a lot of just 1 or 2 games here and there. So we need to, at some point, maybe in the off season when we do the training, we need to send him to like some special training camp where we can fix his health and make sure we don't have to deal with it. It's kind of like the Anthony Davis thing. When Anthony Davis with the Pelicans, or even probably now, he always has like little minor injuries that just keeps him out for like a game here. He misses a week here, 2 weeks there, but it's nothing ever too serious. But it's still kind of like we would like for you to be able to be available all the time. Evan Mobley, incredible rookie year, giving us 18 and 10. Can shoot the ball a little bit more better. You see these numbers at 26% from 3, 69% from the free throw line. Could be better. From the field is 45%. Could be better there too. But 17 and 10 with a block. You can't really argue that from a rookie big man. Draymond Green, for those of you that don't know, we traded Buddy Hield right before the start of the season to Golden State for a first round pick and Draymond Green. And he's just been that vet. Obviously, he's never been a guy that's just killing you or blowing you away with the stat sheet, but 5, 6, and 6 basically with a steal. 24% from 3, basically 25%. We know that's not Draymond's game, but he's here to mentor guys, and he's been that good big brother in the locker room to a lot of these young guys, especially Sekou. That's who he's mentoring. We have the mentorship programs that we can do on the game, and he is specifically mentoring Sekou. So we need Sekou to start picking up on things so he can be Draymond for us when we start to reach our fullest potential. Cam Reddish, 14-point scorer, kind of like the same from last year. 5 rebounds, 1.5 assists. He's shooting the ball good from the free throw line too. So Cam Reddish being a solid young wing that he is, only 22 years old, I'm liking from that. And Plumlee, one thing that I'm learning about Mason Plumlee is he's going to be a very good center no matter how you play him. If he starts, if he's off the bench, he's going to be solid. He's going to be a very solid player. So throughout my rebuilds and my simulations or whatever I do on 2K, if Mason Plumlee is available, I will be looking to add him to my team because last year I played him at starter minutes. He gave me a double-double. Now he's playing a backup center role in a lot less minutes because obviously we're letting Evan Mobley go out there and spread his wings. But as you can see, Plumlee is still giving us 8 and 7 off the bench in very little minutes. He's shooting 56% from the field. Could be better from the free throw line, but he's only doing it in 20 minutes compared to playing 26 minutes last year. I like it. I like it a lot. So shout out to Mason Plumlee. The day that we got to get rid of him or the day we part ways is going to be a little crazy because he's becoming one of my favorite players in this rebuild. James Bouknight, he's just starting to get minutes. Because we're now moving on from a lot of these veterans like JJ, George Hill, and we traded Rudy Gay. So that's the part that y'all missed. We traded Rudy Gay and we got Amino, and those minutes that Rudy Gay had are now going to Bouknight because we played him for a little stretch, and in that stretch that we played him, he started averaging 8 points, which isn't a lot of points, but for the minutes he's been getting, it's a lot. So I'm taking notice of that. Could be shooting that 3 ball a lot better. But just scoring wise, he's been solid there. JJ Redick, 45% from 3, so he's going to have some value when we start to look to trade him. George Hill has been good when he's gotten minutes. Like the times that Killian Hayes goes down, he's been keeping us on track, and he actually sparked a couple winning streaks. I won't lie. Killian Hayes went down with a couple injuries, and we'll plug in George Hill in that starting point guard position and kind of go on a win streak. So no disrespect to Killian Hayes, but George Hill has definitely been a solid veteran backup point guard when we've needed him. Saddiq Bey, 13 points, a jump from his rookie year. The rebounds are the exact same, and then he's shooting the ball better. 46% from 3. I cannot wait to give this man legit minutes. I think he's the diamond in the rough to this entire rebuild. He is a guy that, man, he's not ever probably going to get enough credit. But, yo, I'm not going to lie. This dude right here, he better watch out, because that guy, Saddiq Bey, is coming. Saddiq Bey is on his way for sure. Isaiah Stewart, he's been solid in a few minutes that he's gotten. Obviously, he doesn't play too many minutes. Svi, 12-point scorer. When he was healthy, he was doing this thing, 42% from 3. That's all we want to see from him. And then that's really much about it. I mean, Sekou, he's had a jump. He was averaging a lot less at a certain point, so his numbers have gone up. I want to see these assists go up. 1.1 isn't enough. He has to be getting a steal or at least a block. He got to be doing something defensively. He's too big of a player at 6'9", 230 to be not affecting the defensive end. So we want to see something from him. But overall, we're solid. Now, us as a team, we want to look across the league, give y'all an update with the standings and everything. So we're going to go to the Western Conference really quick, because as y'all can see, these are the top 6 teams out west. We have the Warriors' first round pick. They're not a top 6 seed. 7th is the Nuggets. Warriors are at 8, and they're tied with the Clippers and the Rockets. So what we're hoping is that one of these 3 teams below them, the Clippers, Rockets, or even the Timberwolves, comes up and jumps ahead of them, because we get that first round pick, and we want that first round pick to be in a lottery, of course. So now out east, these are the top 6 teams out east. It's fluctuated a lot out here through the sim. At one point, the Magic were the number 1 team out east. The Hawks had been a number 1 team. Now it's the Celtics. The Philadelphia at one point was looking on the outside in. Now they're the 2nd seed. So it's been going up and down over here in the east. At 7, you have the Chicago Bulls. At 8, you have Milwaukee. And I need y'all to remember that the Chicago Bulls aren't your typical Chicago Bulls team that y'all are used to seeing. They have Greek Freak. So their lineup is Kobe White, Zach LaVine. Chandler Hutchison doesn't usually start, so somebody's hurt. Giannis, and then Wendell, and off the bench they have Laurie. So this team is a 7 seed, and then Jalen Suggs, Luke Kennard, Daniel Gafford. Like, this team should not be a 7 seed. Patrick Williams usually starts. But they're 7 seed for whatever reason, and Milwaukee is still 8, even without Greek Freak. And then 9, 10, we're right there on the outside looking in. This young Brooklyn, I almost called us the Brooklyn Nets, because I see them struggling down here for whatever reason. It's probably because y'all playing Nicholas Claxton at power forward instead of just pushing Durant to the 4 and putting Joe Harris at 3. 2K and their rotations and the IQ of their rotations are fucked up. Like, I don't want to hear that, oh, Kevin Durant is a small forward, so they don't want to, because Claxton is a center. He has a big ass C right there next to his head, but they're still putting him at power forward. So why isn't there intellect to slide KD out of position? Because he has the small forward, power forward. So I just don't understand. I don't understand at all, but I'm not going to care too much. We're right there on the outside looking in, and we're trying to snag us a playoff spot. That's what we're trying to do right now. It's March 1st, so the calendar is right here. And whew, I'm a sim, and hopefully, y'all, we can get our asses in the playoffs. I'm a sim to the All-Star break, but I think it would be a very, very good thing for our young-ass team to make a leap into the playoffs, even as an 8th seed out east, and just get that experience early. And then especially if the Warriors can miss out on the playoffs, we would still be able to get a lottery pick in some form or fashion. So let's sim. First and foremost, let's actually look at our rotations, make sure everything is good. So y'all can see how we're going about this. So we got Killian Hayes, the point guard. Svi is a shooting guard. Reddish, Draymond, Evan Mobley. We got Evan Mobley playing 35 minutes. I wasn't playing him 35 minutes at first, but the last couple games it kept saying to play him 35. So I'm like, forget it. I'll cave in, just give him 35. Letting these two dudes play through injuries. Maybe that's the reason Killian Hayes has been nicked up, because he plays through injuries a lot. But right now, in the heat of this playoff race, we can't afford to not be at our best. So that's how the starting five looking. We got Mason Plumlee being our 6th man. JJ is cold, which I don't like, and he shouldn't be our 7th man. So I'm glad actually I saw this. And matter of fact, I kind of want Sadiq to be the 6th man. That's Sekou above JJ. And I'm even put our young rookie over JJ. And we're going to take JJ out of the mix right now. And we're going to put George Hill into the mix. And see what we can get going over there. Then that first scoring option is Hayes. Second, we have Mobley. So we're running it through them. Don't forget Kenny Atkinson is the coach. Like I said, hopefully we can put some things together and get us some wins, man. We've been scouting. We'll let y'all take a look at the scouting real quick. So these are the top guys that's coming into this draft class. Patrick Baldwin. What do they have Patrick Baldwin going? Wisconsin. I'm not sure if Patrick Baldwin made his commitment yet, but Wisconsin and another Big Ten school is on this list. He may have committed there. Apolio Banchero, however you pronounce the name, he's going to Duke. We got him. Kennedy Chandler, he's covered, right? Yeah. Jaden Hardy, Caleb Houston. So we got all of these guys scouted, just to show y'all, and then I'm gonna have the CPU just add a new goal, scout some sleepers, confirm, and they're saying Alec Burks to the Clippers for Seth Curry. No, I'm gonna let the Sixers keep their shooting. Killian Hayes is fully healed. Leave rotation as is. It's a big loss to the Timberwolves because they're a team that's on the outside looking in. They're trying to take that spot from the Warriors, so it helps us and hurts us because we need as many wins as we can get. Paul Millsap to the Spurs and a first-round pick, top 10 protected, and the Nuggets get Zach Collins. I'm gonna just say no because I don't understand that one. So boom. Oh man, this is tough. So now we're losing one of our most consistent players and a vet for us to a torn left elbow ligament. He's out for 2 months. We just beat the Clippers though after losing 3 in a row. Excuse me. So this is gonna be tough. This is where that youth has to come alive at, man, because that's 19 minutes that's gone now. Unfortunately. So, okay, so Sadiq is there. We're going to put Sekou. James Bouknight is killing. He's on fire. Okay, George Hill is on fire. Cool. So JJ has to get some minutes. JJ is going to get those minutes now. He's going to jump frog both of these guys. And Evan Mobley, he's going to have to play a lot. And if we start losing too bad, Isaiah Stewart is going to have to get some minutes. They're telling me to give him 20 minutes, but I don't want to take any minutes from anybody that's like, Cam Reddish shouldn't be playing 24 minutes a game. He should be playing 30 minutes. Is his numbers dropping? A little bit. You know what? We'll give Cam 25 minutes. Draymond 23. That's about right. 7 more minutes. Freed up, and let's put some more minutes on George Hill's plate because he's been real consistent for us. And let's get back to simulating to the All-Star break decline. I'm tired. A lot of teams have been calling and asking us for Sekou, by the way. Svi is fully healthy. We lose to the Pelicans. We beat the Bucks. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Now guys are asking from James Bouknight. I don't really care about anybody else's trades right now. I don't care about scouting. We have to beat teams like the Cavaliers. We have to, bro. We have to. A lot of injuries, man. The injury bug has been something. The injury bug has been something that's been hurting us a lot, y'all. Like a lot of our guys have. I know I talked about a lot with Killian Hayes being the specific guy who's dealt with it a lot. But man, our entire team has dealt with a lot of injuries. So now we're at the trade deadline. We can look at the stats and standings, seeing where we shape up at out east. Again, you see the Magic are now number 2. Philly is all the way down at number 5. Atlanta is at number 6. It's fluctuating so much out east. And then Now we're 11th and we're behind Brooklyn. So Brooklyn is starting to get their mojo back. Okay. Oh man, they've won 3 in a row. Milwaukee has lost 5 in a row. We've lost 2 in a row. And we lose to teams like Milwaukee. Like Milwaukee loses 5 in a row, and we're one of the teams that they beat. Golden State, where's Golden State in the mix? Top 6 teams, 7, 8. Golden State is now 10th also. They're out of the playoffs. So as of right now, we would have 2 lottery picks. I guess that's cool, but I would love for us to try to sneak in the playoffs somehow, some way. And I'm gonna look and see if we can, who can get something for JJ. 7 teams interested. That's a damn shame because JJ is shooting like crazy from the 3. So you think his value would be up a lot more. There's just not a lot out here. A lot of these names that they're offering just aren't game changers for us. If I'm being honest, just Patrick Beverly, we have no need for him. Terrence Ross, no, not for $12 million a year. Justin Holiday, I might as well just keep JJ. Zach Collins, what's going on with Zach Collins? They're trying to really trade him. He's playing 10 minutes a game over there. That's why I don't get how he even got to San Antonio. What would Cam Reddish be on the market? I know we spent a lot of time trying to find our way to get Cam Reddish, but what could Cam Reddish even get us? I'm just curious, and I'm just looking at the market right now, and what's his value? What's the best type of player? So far, Miles Bridges and Clint Capella have been the best 2 players that have been offered. Obviously, Clint Capella doesn't make sense for us with having Evan Mobley. Joe Harris, he's 30. I'm cool. Yeah, like I'm not seeing much that's going to change anything for us. Fred VanVleet, 6 years older, he plays guard. We're better off just. The Spurs have Jared Allen as well. What the hell have the Spurs done? Yeah, I mean, looking at the offers that we're getting, we might as well keep him. I'd rather just keep my guy. I just wanted to see what his value was. I'm not in a rush to trade him or anything like that. Draymond Green, there's only 2 offers out there for Draymond Green. The Kings and the Knicks, and look what they would be offering. I wouldn't, Harrison Barnes. Never mind. Harrison Barnes looks terrible out here. 7 points in 22 minutes. That's ridiculous. James Bouknight is averaging more and less minutes. He's averaging 9 and 14 and a half minutes. So, Sekou. What would Sekou get you on the market? What would Sekou's value be? It's 2.5 stars. I'm just surveying the market. I know a lot of y'all probably looking through the screen like, P, don't do it. I'm just surveying the field, seeing what's going on. Chris Paul and Jalen Smith is an interesting deal. That's a stupid ass deal for the Suns, actually. Spencer Dinwiddie. But of course they want that 1st round pick, Sam Presti. So yeah, I'm gonna leave my young guys alone before they start to think that I'm gonna trade them. I'm not trading those guys. George Hill, what could you get? He has 3 offers. The Jazz will give us Bogdan. Oh, they want the 1st round pick. Okay. Yeah, everybody wants a 1st round pick. And the Suns, they have Cade Cunningham, so they don't mind giving up Chris Paul. And I don't remember seeing them in the playoff race. Interesting enough. Let's get back to the sim, man. I don't think I'm going to trade any of those guys. The deals just don't make sense, and I don't want to spend too much time, JJ Redick isn't Blake Griffin. I'm not going to put 45 minutes into trying to find the proper trade partner for him. Just two games in a row. So we're going into the All-Star break on a 2-game winning streak. Let's see where that 2-game winning streak has put us as far as the playoffs and the playoff picture. So Charlotte is now the 2nd seed. Like, I cannot express how much fluctuation is going on between a 1-2 game span out east. Top 6 teams right there at 7. The Bulls are there. The Bulls are kind of making their way into the playoffs. Whether it's going to be 7, 6, or 8, they're kind of solidifying themselves in their spot. And then at 8 is Washington. We're still in that mix right there. Well, Washington, Milwaukee, us, and Brooklyn. Even Toronto is in that mix. This is a tight fight for the 8th seed, man. Let's look at some of these teams and what their starting 5s are. Okay. That's a nice starting 5, and Bertans is on the bench. Okay, they got a nice ass team. They got a very deep team, man. So they could solidify the 8th seed too. Milwaukee isn't bad. George Niang probably isn't their real starter at the 4 though, or is he? Who would really normally be starting? I guess he is actually their starting 4. We know what Brooklyn looks like. Toronto, Malachi Flynn starts. They have Kawhi. I forgot they have Kawhi, and they're struggling. Fred VanVleet must be hurt. Yeah, he is. But they're struggling. He was just healthy. They're struggling with that team. The Knicks are the worst. Kings are the worst. And it looks like, looks like the Warriors are probably going to miss the playoffs. So we have at least one lottery pick if we do make the playoffs. Yeah, we need that time for our guys to get healthy for sure. Oh, man. And look, he just got healthy. Like, this is the part of 2K where I hate, man. The injury bugs are just too much. Oh, man. Mason Plumlee's still out, bro. And then, so let's give Isaiah Stewart some minutes, man. Let's give him 15 minutes. Move him up. Are they saying anybody should be down? They're saying, I think Draymond needs to stay at 23. I don't want to give Draymond Green too many minutes. They really don't like Sekou. They always say Sekou is getting too many minutes. They saying give Evan Mobley 36 minutes. Give some more minutes to Sadiq. And I'm going to take a few of these from George Hill, give them to JJ. And we're going to rock out like that. We probably won't make the playoffs, man. That's what it's looking like. 3-game losing streak. You can't go on a 3-game losing streak. The way the Eastern Conference playoffs have been fluctuating, as I've been showing y'all, you just can't lose 3 games in a row. We're out of the playoffs. That's fine. So we're gonna miss the playoffs. I'll just have CPU. Oh man, I'll adjust manually before CPU messes up my team. So this is it, man. That's it. Sadiq Bey is out for the season. That is a heartbreaker for a guy who has been playing really good in his sophomore season. That is tough. That's tough. So, man, what we'll do is we'll start to fold. And what I mean by that is it's now going to become a youth movement. So, JJ, we're going to take all your minutes, buddy. You're on the last year of your contract, same with George Hill. So, I don't care if they get offended or they get upset about not playing. Same with Aminu. Like, I don't care how mad they get. They're not going to be here next year. They can just walk freely. And we're going to let guys like James Bouknight, Isaiah Stewart get some minutes so they can develop on the second half of the season. Disappointing. The injury bug really caught up to us. Draymond will take you down to 20 minutes. They're actually telling me not to give Plumlee any minutes. I guess they see the youth movement as well. We'll give you about 24. We'll give you 28. See what these guys can do with these minutes. Franklin, you good. Everybody else kind of cool. 32 minutes left. I'll give Plumlee 18. Just because he's always been so loyal. And he still has an extra year on his deal. Draymond can get to 6. Cam Reddish, you back at 30. The rest go to Svi. Yeah, man. We'll just rock out and just see. So 1, 2, 3. Like, look, bro. Look. Like, the injuries is just crazy. And we're losing crazy now. Like, it's nonstop. Y'all just saw me press through like 3 in a row of them. So, and look, Draymond Green, adjust manually, take him out. And then that's the thing I hate when you're doing the sim is like, bro, I don't want to have to keep fucking. And then look, the low battery, he's getting burnt out. That's a wrap for this episode though, man. I had to pause myself because as I was simming, things was just, long story short, Isaiah Stewart right at that very end where I just couldn't take it anymore. He tore his Achilles, just to let y'all know. So even with me trying to give my young guys minutes at the end of the season so they can start getting some confidence for next season. That's what happens. It's a lose-lose. Evan Mobley did win Rookie of the Year. Next time y'all see me, episode 5, we will be in the off season, probably with 2 lottery picks, looking to get better through the draft and with a bunch of money in free agency. And you're going to see me start to get aggressive. You know, I think Killian Hayes and Evan Mobley have solidified themselves as 2 nice young guys going forward that we can have in our core. The rest of the guys, nobody's really safe. We're going to be very, very extremely entertaining and aggressive in the offseason. So y'all get ready. Episode 5. Should I wait till Christmas or do y'all want a Christmas Eve? Let me know in the comments. I'm out.